As we know, Ukraine and Russia are at war and the situation is worsening each day. While evacuation efforts are on in full swing by the Indian government, a number of videos are also doing the rounds where one can see Indian nationals are allegedly being harassed by Ukrainian guards at the borders. These, however, remain unverified. But like always, this war too is being used by Congress to spread chaos in India. Hello and namaste, I am Richa Dwivedi and this is NIJ Edit. We have seen that whenever there's a crisis, Congress jumps in and does what it knows best, create fear in the minds of the public. Congress has marked itself out as a party that is a burden on the nation, especially at the time of crisis situations. They constantly spread fake news, negative propaganda to purposely hurt the country. During the COVID-19 crisis, they spread confusion amongst migrant laborers and tried to cause panic. Later, after vaccines were approved, they started raising doubts on vaccines, trying to create vaccine hesitancy. Congress did the same during the Galwan crisis by constantly spreading unverified satellite images and questioning the bravery of our soldiers. For that matter, even during Balakot strikes, they demanded proofs from the Indian army, something that has never happened before. And now, during the crisis in Ukraine, yet again, they are following the same strategy of spreading panic and hysteria, endangering the lives of young students who are in Ukraine. Congress member Manish Khanduri was sharing videos that he himself said may or may not be credible. These were aimed at creating panic amongst the Indian parents of students stuck in Ukraine. In these videos, Indians were being reportedly beaten up by Ukrainians. What effect would this have on the morale of parents here in case it wasn't true? Parents are worried. The government is assuring them that the kids will return. Several flights have in fact brought scores of students. Yet Congress is resorting to creating panic among students abroad and their parents in India. An official handle of Congress was busy spreading fake news. It posted a picture saying Manmohan Singh evacuated Indians from Libya without fuss. But the photo they used was of the evacuation from Yemen called Operation Rahat by the Modi government. In the middle of a conflict, especially when we need the cooperation of both Russia and Ukraine to get back our people, Manish Tiwari and former Congress spokesperson Sanjay Jha were busy writing articles against Russia and trying to coerce the government to toe an anti-Russia line. How does this help our people in Ukraine if the Russians or Ukrainians think we aren't with them? The worst thing in this regard was Shashi Tharoor, who was constantly trying to liken the Russia-Ukraine situation to a China-India situation mindlessly. Shashi Tharoor told the media that India must stand with Ukraine and be on the right side of the issue. He did this despite knowing well that taking any side during this conflict could hurt our people stuck in the conflict zone. Meanwhile, Wayanad MP Rahul Gandhi was furthering Pakistan's line on India-Russia relations. Can you believe that Rahul Gandhi was touting a headline that was quoting Imran Khan? Rahul Gandhi here shares visuals of students in bunkers. The fact that students are in bunkers shows that these students have shown enough presence of mind to head to a relatively safe place in the middle of a war. But he is spreading panic about worried relatives in India instead of reassuring them. What is equally surprising is that people like Pratap Singh Bajwa are directly clogging the phone lines of the Indian ambassador in Ukraine at such a crucial time by passing official channels. This when the ambassador has been making all efforts to ensure the safe evacuation of Indian students. At a time when the Indian ambassador in Ukraine is performing a high-pressure job, should he be taking calls from congressmen or should he be taking calls from Indian students in Ukraine? Congress Party's social media handle is also sharing videos of distraught parents with Hindi text to create a sense of hysteria instead of reassuring the panic-stricken parents. It is extremely weird how Congress Party members in India act completely irresponsible during a crisis. Whenever the nation needs to stand together, they have constantly managed to create trouble on both domestic and international issues. It is a shame that even during such troubled times, when the security of Indians abroad is paramount, Congress is resorting to cheap politics. Do let us know in the comments below if you found this video insightful. Until next time, this is Richa Dwivedi signing off. Dhanabad and Namaste.